So I've been running into some gross feedback lately about this project, and I know I'm normally very positive and focused on the work and focused on teaching. So don't worry, very soon I'll be back to that. But I need to say this first. So when we first started this project, we requested a group of people act as an ethical review board before we began. That way they could look at our protocols and plans and stuff, help us ensure that we were doing everything ethically. And they turned us down. They didn't want to be involved, and they determined that it just wasn't something they were interested in. So we proceeded without them. Now though, there's feedback to the effect of what we are doing is unethical because we aren't running our results by anyone first. And that's just something I can't really abide. Because frankly, information should be free. Science doesn't belong to any group. It doesn't belong to any person. Science itself is the tool that we have that helps us to determine fact from fiction. And if anybody owns that tool, they own the truth, right? They own the method by which we determine truth. They own the truth. So no one can own science. It's fundamentally wrong for anyone to attempt to own science. You can't own science itself. You can't own the results. Okay? The idea that you've presented us with, that we ought to run our results through a group of insiders, as you put it, so that they can determine if our results are acceptable to reveal to the public, is absolutely disgusting. When it comes to science, everyone's an insider. I'm certainly not an insider, according to your definition. I didn't go to school. I didn't get a degree. I didn't pay my way over the wall. I didn't join any clubs or organizations. All I did was pick up a pipette and start working. So I am not an insider. So how can you tell me that I should have to run my work through a group of insiders so y'all can determine if it's acceptable to allow other people like me to know about it? It's gross, and we're better than that. It comes down to a simple fact. Information should be free, and especially information about life, about biology, right? You can't control what truths people are allowed to know. You can't control what facts people learn. You shouldn't be trying to. The fact that you try to blows my mind. The fact that you imagine that you have the brilliance and the wherewithal to understand better than 8 billion people on the planet what they ought to know. The hubris is extraordinary and gross. So no, I will not be running my information through you. I will not be running my results through you. You don't own science. You don't own the truth. You don't own my work. If you want to debate my work, if you want to look at our project and criticize, you can get the information in the same place at the same time everybody does. And you can look at it and you can replicate it and you can make criticisms at the same time and in the same place everyone else does. We won't be doing anything in secret, not even for you. You don't own science. You don't own the truth. It's not just for the insiders to determine who gets to know things. That's not how it works. It's not how I work. I never was an insider. I'll never be an insider. So, if you want to create information, what you do with it is you. For me, those things that I learn, the results of my work, are going to be public immediately. As soon as I can put it all together and present it to people, that's what it will be, because I believe that people deserve the right to look at the results directly and make their own decisions about what they have learned. I don't think that it's up to a group of elites to determine who gets to know what and what's good for them, because people in the world aren't nearly as dumb as you think they are. We're not as dumb as you think we are.